Hi, boys and girls. Today's lesson is about animal homes and materials. Our learning target is I can compare animal homes. Let's get started. So, in this unit, we learned that both animals and people use materials in their environment to build their homes. Or, in another way, they use stuff from the world around them to build their homes. That's the less fancy way of saying materials in their environment. So think back on all the times you've thought about materials in this unit. The materials you used to build your model house, the materials that Native American tribes of Washington used to build their houses, depending on where they live. Remember how the tribes on the west side of our state build the cedar plank houses? Because they have cedar trees in their environment. But the tribes on the other side of the mountains, in the eastern part of the state, have different stuff, and so they build tule mat houses, or built. That's because they have less cedar trees. So they use whatever materials are in their environment. Finally, this week, you went on an animal home scavenger hunt, and some of the things you were looking for were materials that animals could use to build their homes. So let's keep going with this materials idea. These are some animal homes we talked about in a previous video. What materials do you notice being used in the homes below? Remember, we have a bird's nest, a squirrel dray, a wasp nest, arthropod tunnels in wood, and a rabbit warren. So pause the video and talk to someone near you, or just pause and think about what materials each of these creatures use to build their homes. Are you ready? Let's keep going. Now that you've thought about the materials that these creatures use, do humans use the same kind of building materials as the animals? Think about each of the animals here and whether humans use similar materials in their homes. Press pause and then play the video when you're ready to go on. Okay, are you ready? Let's keep going. So now, let's start working on our learning target and compare the different animal homes. Again, pause the video and think about what is similar or the same between the homes, and then think about what's different between the different homes. Nice thinking. Now we're going to do a different kind of comparison. Think about human homes. What's similar about human homes and animal homes? Do we use similar materials? Now think about what's different between human homes and animal homes. Pause the video if you need more time to think or you want to talk about it with someone near you. All right. Today you're going to be making a Venn diagram to compare two animal homes. I'll walk you through it here, and then you're going to do your work in the Jamboard. So first, choose two of the animal homes we've learned about. Here's the list that we focused on the most, and it'd be easiest to choose two things from this list. But if you want to choose a different kind of animal home that you know a lot about, that's okay too. Label one animal home you chose at the top of the circle, or you could insert a picture if you have one of those. So this circle will be for home number 1. Label the other animal home you chose at the top of the other circle, or you can insert a picture here. So now you have two animal homes with parts on one side, the other, and a part in the middle. On the outside part of the circles, you're going to write things that are different about each home. So things that are only true about home number 1, the first one you chose, that goes on this part. Things that are only true about home number 2, that goes on this part out here. Things that are the same about both homes go on a list in the middle. That's how a Venn diagram works. It lets you compare the things that are the same in the middle, but contrast the things that are different on the outside. Now, you might be wondering, how many things do I need to put on each list? Well, think about your grade in school. If you're a second grader, you need to have at least 2 things over here, 2 things over on this side, and 2 things in the middle. If you're a third grader, that goes up to 3. 3 things on each list, in each place. And fourth graders, at least 4 things. You are always welcome to do extra work if you want to stretch yourself. Maybe you're a second grader, but you're just super into this and you put 5 things on each of your lists. Awesome. I am very impressed. But you only have to have as many as your grade level on each side and in the middle. Have fun! That's all for now. I'll see you in the next video.